Should you build Aosta? Short answer, no. Long answer. This entire video.
全員食らい尽くしました。彼らにはそれだけする価値があったと思いたいです。
Aosta is a 5-star spreadshitter sniper from Syracuse, a former mafioso, and a member of Kiev's gang. Also a skilled handicraftsman and strategist. After a certain incident, he and the other two join Rhodes Island as a combat operator. This wolf of the ABC gang who use a really big nail gun is another 5-star spreadshitter after executor. Spreadshitter sniper have a very limited range, but they can attack all enemies inside their range at once and deal critical damage to those directly one tile ahead of them. As a spreadshitter, Aosta got a pretty big attack, but he has a slow attack speed, which will make his DPS goes downhill, especially when you're only dealing with one single enemy at time. His DP cost is quite big, but nowadays with plenty of Vanguard, I think it's not a problem anymore, or at least in general stages. Moving to his talent. Attacking and blocked enemies will deal some arts damage based on his attack. This is a good talent to deal extra arts damage to those high def enemy, but it only works to unblocked enemies, which will certainly limit his ability. And this is his potentials upgrade list. A DP cost reduction and extra attack will be nice, but of course it's not necessary. And currently, Aosta doesn't have a module upgrade. Moving to his skills. His first skill. Increases attack and attack speed. This is a skill one that is often seen with only attack boosts. This is a great skill for an archetype like him. He already got a big attack, so have an increased attack speed and cost of less attack is acceptable. As for his second skill. Increase his attack interval. Increase his attack, and each attack will inflict bind, and the damage multiplier of his talent is doubled. This skill got some heavy drawback. First of all, he will increase his attack interval, which for this archetype, it is not a good news. Combine that with his skill duration, he will only shoot for a few times. The skill also got a poor uptime, and he can't constantly bind his enemies, though the increased attack and talent multiplier is actually pretty decent. To make the most of this skill, make sure to always trigger his talent. For mastery, if you somehow wanted to mastery this wolf, I prefer his skill one more, got a pretty decent stats. The only thing that is unique with his skill 2 is his talent multiplier, which I think it's better to use a caster instead of depending on his talent. As for his base skills. When processing elite materials. Reduce moral consumed when processing elite materials that cost 4 moral. The second base skill will increase byproduct chance by 90% when processing Ester type materials. So, will Aosta become a good operator for your team? Aosta got a drawback here and there, and other operators can do similar job or even better to do AoE damage, which I don't recommend you to build him, unless if you really like this bad boy. And if you do, because half of his damage come from his talent to deal extra arts damage, it's important to use non-block strategy with him. Well, let's hope his module will do him some justice. That should be all. Adios.